Okay, we're in the booth. Hey there, everybody. This is Tommy G.
Pete J.
What's going on, Pete?
Not a whole lot. We got some edge of the seat baseball going on here, Tommy.
Yes, we do. Looking at the last three games of the season, all of them on the road, and just now taking a peek at the stats for the Overdogs. They got some good batting averages and some okay, and hopefully the bats come alive because the last couple games haven't been great offensively, which does give me optimism because usually they don't string together a whole bunch of games without any offense.
That's true. Yeah, they'll go cold at times, but they tend to roar back as well.
They do. I'm looking at the batting averages around the league. We got 4 of the top 10 with Anton Goodwood, Rhonda Horn, Yvette Victorino, and Robin Yu. And Yvette Victorino's in there for the home runs as well as the RBIs. So they've got the potential to make that offense. They just got to do it here today against a Platypi team that's struggling. The contact specialists are only 5-10 thus far on the year.
Yes, they are, and they may be out of it. They may not be headed towards the playoffs, but they definitely can play spoilers. Right now, we were talking before the cameras started rolling. It's a four-team race for 3 spots, so it's getting very tight. You got the Overdogs, Crocodons, and the Arctics battling it out for the last 2 playoff positions, the wild card spots, and while the Overdogs and Crocodons are in, the Arctics are only a half game out. So these 3 games are going to be huge games.
They are. The Platypi basement dwellers in the Epic division there. Like you said, they're not doing all that great, but they could really mess things up for the Overdogs here. Looking at the schedule, last time they played this Platypi team, it was very one-sided. We pretty much crushed them 9-1, but you don't want to come in overconfident.
No, you definitely don't. The Overdogs can't afford to do that. They kind of sailed through the beginning of the season, and then once they hit the halfway point, it seems like the rest of the league picked up their game, and the Overdogs kind of stayed right where they were, and they're finding it an uphill battle.
Very much. Well, if they win 2 of the next 3, we're pretty comfortable with a playoff berth. But if they drop more than 1 game, that's going to be kind of tough. So I think they're ready to play today. Looking at today's matchup, the Overdogs still a winning record, 8-7 against the Platypi's 5-10. And the pitching matchup is going to be Carrie Wayward for the Dogs. She doesn't have a whole lot of speed on the ball, but she's got a little bit of movement, and she's pretty accurate. She's 0-1 on the season with an 8.03 ERA. But the last game we saw her playing was probably her best game of her career.
Yeah, she struggles with not having a finishing pitch, and she struggled at the beginning of the season. But like you were just saying, Tommy, her last outing, she looked like she had finally worked things out. And the Platypi are going to trot out Stubby Tubrick. He's got about average velocity. His junk suffers a little bit, but he is pinpoint accurate. He's got a record of 0-1 with a 6.48 ERA and a 1.80 WHIP.
Looks like a pretty close matchup, at least statistically.
It does. From the pitching standpoint, anyway, it does look like it's going to be pretty close.
Well, notable players for those Platypi. They got 3 in there. They got Kay Kaufman at second base. She's hitting .358 with a home run in the season. She's locked in and juiced. And then close behind her, you got B. McStevens, the third baseman. He's big on power. He's good contact, good speed. He's hitting .327 with 2 home runs. And followed closely by Muffin Studwick in left field. He's doing all right for power. He's on the uptick. He's locked in, and he's got pretty good contact and good speed too. 318 with a home run. So, despite their record, these Platypi hitters, if they start hitting the ball, they can do some damage.
Sure, they sure could. And for our Overdogs, we got Marsha Brown in right field, who's having a career season. Her power, her ability to connect, and her speed on the base paths are better than we've seen in her entire career. She is juiced hitting .317 with 3 home runs. Rhonda Hornet is moved from third base over to first base, and she's got exceptional power. She is quite converse in connecting with the ball, and she's got a lot of speed on the base paths as well. She's hitting .446 with 3 home runs, and then Kasha Emmon, the shortstop, who is hitting with more power and making better connection, and she's running with more speed than she has in her career. She's hitting 333 with 2 home runs. One of those home runs, Tommy, came against these Platypi.
I'd like to see a repeat performance of that.
You know, remember the big grand salami? The only one we've seen this year came from off of Kasha Emmons' bat against these very Platypi. So
the only one I've seen in my career is a game.
yes,
whatever
sir.
I do.
Me too. Yeah, I mean, we didn't see any with the freebooters, and even against us, we haven't seen any.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Looking at the starting lineup for the game here, it's going to be mostly the same as it was in the last game with a minor change. You get starting at second base, you got Elroy Action, who's doing all right there. Kasha Emmon is second in the lineup at shortstop. She's locked in, looking good. Dick Berger is in at third base, like you said, in place of Rhonda Horn. He's been playing well at third base. He's pretty well locked in, so they're going to keep him there in that position. The only substitute today, they're going to do Anton Goodwood. He's not 100% again, and we're going to switch him out for Samuel Perez for at least one game here on the lineup to the playoffs to see if he could show a little bit of something and give Goodwood a little bit of rest before the big games, assuming that they make it in. Staying at right field, you got Marsha Brown. She is juiced health-wise. Rhonda Horn staying in her secondary position at first base. Pete, I think you were saying she's playing pretty well at first base as a secondary position.
Yeah, she's been pretty solid. We haven't seen any misplays over at first base, and obviously Rhonda Horn was 3 for 4 against the Arctics in the last game, and she was 1 for 4 against the Water Bullets. So since moving to first base, she's 4 for 8, batting .500. So yeah, I think we give Gonzalo another day off. I think when we come up against the Crocodons, we may see a return to the kind of the default lineup, but we'll give her one more day over at first base, see how she does.
All right, sir. Moving on then, now we got the left field. Still, Guy Gold's going to be here and replace Robin Yu, mostly because Gold is playing so well right now. He's locked in, and they don't want to see any changes when someone's on the uptick. Yvette Victorino, the star player, as usual, on fire in center field. And again, taking the mound here is Carrie Wayward, and she's got the cut finger, the curveball, the slider, and the changeup. And with that, I think they're getting ready to play what's called baseball. Just slightly.
We're going to Colonial Plaza.
Yes, just down the road from our thing in LA here, Colonial Plaza in lovely San Diego. Last time we were here, it was against the Moonstars. Pete, tell us about that lineup for the Platypi.
Certainly will. As soon as, okay, here we go. Platypi, Kaufman at second base. She's locked in and juiced. Lopez at short. McStevens at third base. Studwick is locked in playing first. Bacon in center field. O'Williams is locked in but not feeling great in right field. Coming up in the top of the first, Elroy Action, Kasha Emmon and Dick Berger are going to look at Stubby Tubrick, who's got a 6.48 ERA. Stubby Tubrick.
I don't like the way you say that. He doesn't like the way you say it.
Elroy Action hitting .295.
He sure is, actually. Breeze blowing the palm trees there in left center field. The first pitch comes in, it's a ball. Second pitch is a ball. 2 quick ones, 2-0. That one was slow enough that he went for it and pulls it foul. We're at 2-1. Low pressure situation. That one's in his wheelhouse, but it's going right to Charlie Lopez at shortstop. He throws him out at first quickly for the first time.
Kasha Emmon hitting .333 in the year with 2 home runs and 12 RBIs. Base is empty with 1 out, top of the first. First pitch is fouled off. Swing. Shot to the shortstop who picks it up, makes the throw to first base. 2 quick outs.
Yeah, they're going to do something a little bit more offensively here. You know, hopefully, again, they could put something on the board before the Platypi do. That's always a good psychological win. Dick Berger at the plate now takes a first pitch, swings and miss, strike 1. The second one he pushes, knocked down by the first baseman. Good jump, but he's not able to gather it, and he's going to make it safe to first.
All right, Dick Berger. Samuel Perez, the catcher, he's in .200 with an RBI. He steps in there. Berger's got some speed over at first base. He'll have to keep an eye on it. Swing, fouled off, out of play along the first baseline. Berger's out, taking a run. He's thrown out. trying to steal. 3 outs. Kitty Kaufman, Charlie Lopez, and Beefcake McStevens going to face off against Terry Wayward in the bottom of the first. Wayward's got an ERA of 8.03.
Now batting, number 48, the second baseman.
Kitty Kaufman hitting .358 for the season. Kaufman, the second baseman for the Platypi, takes the first pitch, drives it to the third base, picked up by Dick Berger, who's going to throw and gets the out.
Yes, sir.
Great grab there at first.
Yes, sir. That was a good play all the way around.
Charlie Lopez come up, another shortstop. He takes the first pitch outside, ball one apiece. Bottom of the first, no score in San Diego, home of the Platypi. Wayward looking for a signal, delivers on her third pitch. It's high and it's pushed foul down the left side. 1-2. No, I'm sorry. 1-1 the count now. One apiece, evened up. He tries to slide it on the outside corner, but doesn't chase it. Ball 2-1. That one's clicked down the line. Foul again. Infield's going to guard the lines. 2 apiece. He hits that one. Oh, just over the head of Elroy Action. He couldn't quite pick it up. That's going to be all right. They're going to hold him up at first for the single. Just a little Texas leaguer there in right center field.
Now batting, number 27, the third baseman.
Beefcake McStevens hitting .327 on the season. She's got to be careful throwing to Beefcake. He's got power and contact, so she's got to be careful in this one. The first pitch is outside. He tags that one deep to left field, Pete, and it's gone. Over the wall. Home run, 2-run dinger. That was a 382-foot hit out in there. It's his 3rd home run and 10th RBI of the season into the bullpen. And the Platypi jump out to a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. Muffin Studwick comes to plate, hitting .318. Studwick's a great contact hitter. Playing pretty well recently. That one just over the head at third base. And he's going to round to get to second. He's coming in. And they're going to hold him at second for a stand-up double. And so far, things not looking that great with just 1 out.
Now
number
28.
Willie Bacon. Wally Bacon's brother, the center fielder. He's only hitting .143 on the season, but he's a good contact hitter. So I got to be careful. Fools him on that first pitch in there. Got some movement on it. Strike 1. 0-1 the count. Second pitch to Bacon. He hits that, and that's going to go up the gap straight in the center field. And they're going to try and make the throw. Okay, they're going to hold him up at the corners. Runners at the corners with only 1 out. And here comes Harold Williams, who's locked in, hitting .275 at 3 home runs on the season. A lot of speed at first base. The first pitch is inside. It's going straight into the glove of Marcia Brown, and she's throwing for home. And they're going to get there, and their runner's going to advance to second base. The run comes in. One more out to go. Here comes Linda Hand, the left fielder. Wayward's tense. Gets a nice curveball there on the inside corner for a strike. 0-1 the count. 2 outs. 3-0 Platypi. The changeup follows it up. She's got 2 strikes on it. Now she's got room to play. We'll see what she does here with her 14th pitch. Fools her inside. Oh, that one almost caught behind the back of Elroy Action. Little curve.
Samuel Perez, Marcia Brown, and Rhonda Horn going to come up in the top of the second. 3-0 Platypi. Stubby Tubrick has given up 1 hit off of 10 pitches.
Now batting,
Perez is hitting .200 with 1 RBI on the season.
Perez generally a power hitter. His first time at bat today. First time in the game in a while. Takes the first pitch on the outside corner, strike 1. Second pitch right in there, strike 2. Perez looking for something else. That one he had to swing at, and he pushes it to the second baseman. Kitty Kaufman is going to throw him out at first. 1 down.
Now batting,
Marcia Brown hitting .317 with 3 home runs, 10 RBIs. She's juiced. Tubrick throwing his 14th pitch. High, outside, ball 1. Popped up on the infield. Shortstop's calling everybody off.
She almost made it all the way to second base.
Second out.
The first baseman.
On Horn, 446 with 3 home runs. Be nice to see Horn get on base here. She pops that one up deep to center field, but that's an easy fly ball. That's going to be caught out. 3 quick ones again here. Well, Willie Bacon pulls it in for the 3rd out, ends the side.
It's a lot like the last game against the Arctics, where we're 3 up, 3 down, 3 up, 3 down. Chase to Buell, Stubby Tubrick, and Kitty Kaufman coming up against Wayward. Wayward's thrown 14 pitches in that first inning. Chase to Buell is hitting .235 with 2 RBIs on the season. Wayward is 10th. Swing and a miss, strike 1. To Buell was out in front of that one. Inside, ball 1, 1-1. Platypi have jumped out to a 3-0 lead, putting 3 runs across the plate in the first inning. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1-2. To Buell, the catcher, is in the hole. Watches that one come in low, 2-2. Evens up the count. Swing and a miss. Wayward puts one down. Put the K on the board. Stubby Tubrick, who's hitting 143 on the season. He's pitching today for the Platypi. Got staked to a 3-run lead. Swing and a miss, strike 1. This could be a good inning for Wayward. She can get herself back on track here. That one's in there for a called second strike. Tubrick's in the hole, 0-2. Popped it up into foul territory. First baseman Ronald Horns out there, makes the grab to retire. Tubrick, 2 outs.
Looking good so far.
So far, so good. Kitty Kaufman 0 for 1 today. She is locked in and juiced. Kaufman playing second base for the Platypi. That's outside. Ball 1. Brings that one inside. Kaufman's just able to foul it off along the first baseline. There's a huge shot out of play along the third baseline. Holy cow. I think that one's still flying. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Kaufman. Back to the pitcher. Wayward picks it up and throws her out at first. 3 up, 3 down.
I like
Way to
that.
go, Terry. Yes, sir. Coming up in the top of the third, Guy Gold, Yvette Victorino, and Carrie Wayward. Tubrick's thrown 16 pitches and given up 1 hit. His ERA is down to 5.79. We got to make this guy throw some pitches.
Yeah.
Guy Gold's hitting 500 with 1 home run and 4 RBIs. First pitch is low. Ball 1, 93 mile per hour. Fastball. There is a slow ground ball to the second baseman. Picks it up, makes the throw. Guy Gold is retired. Victorino.
Victorino's on fire, hitting .431 with 5 home runs. Boy, it'd be nice to see Victorino tag one here. Takes the first pitch inside there for a ball. Good eye. 1-0. That one she hits, it's a little high. She pops it up. And that one's going to be caught right near the mound by Tubrick. 2 down, Pete.
It's the same as the last game, Tommy. They're just not hitting the ball well. I mean, it's just not going anywhere. Carrie Wayward steps in, the pitcher. Takes the first pitch, high for a ball. Ball 1. That one's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Wayward's in the hole. 1-2. 2 outs. Top of the third. There's a little flare out into the. Oh! Shortstop's able to range out there and make the catch. 3 outs. Charlie Lopez, Beefcake McStevens, and Muffin Studwick. Going to take another look at Carrie Wayward, who's thrown 26 pitches, got 1 strikeout and given up 4 hits. Her ERA is at 8.79.
Number 22.
Charlie Lopez comes to the plate here. He's 1 for 1 with a single, hitting .288. Already done some damage. He's a good contact hitter. Wayward's throwing her 27th pitch there. Nice changeup in there. He swings early, misses. 0-1 the count. She's got some green goggles on back there. Second pitch is, she gets a slider in the outside corner. He doesn't chase it. She's quickly ahead in the count, so she could play with him here. There's the curveball, and that's going to be popped up into left field, running towards it. Oh, come on, and he drops it. You got to be kidding me. Guy Gold, son of a gun. Drops at his feet. Come on, they get an error like that.
The third baseman.
Beefcake McStevens, 1 for 1 with a home run. That's all that needs to be said about Beefcake. Pitch a little bit high there, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Bottom of the third, 3-0 Platypi. It's a low pressure situation. That one's on the inside corner here. The outfield's going to go deep for Beefcake. There's a pitch. Ooh, he cranks that one into the dugout pretty quick. Foul ball, 2-1 to count. Inside corner, 3-1. That's okay. She could be careful pitching to Beefcake. She doesn't have to throw him meat. Gets a nice strike on the outside corner. Full count to Beefcake. Let's see what she does here with her. Gets the curveball. Oh, come on! Come on! You gotta be kidding me. Ah. Misses the play, and runners all safe. Dog. The thing was just out of the reach of his glove. Muffin Studwood comes up 1 for 1. Man, Pete. That one right back to the mound. They're going to get him at first for that first out. By the time she fielded the ball, third base really wasn't an option. Willie Bacon's 1 for 1 with a single. She needs a strikeout here to keep this thing in. Instead, she's going to pop it up, and it's going back into a crowd. You never know. And they're going to hold him up at third base. That's good. Good out there.
I'll tell you something. Those Bacon brothers, they send a shiver down my spine every time I see them.
Hera Williams making the Platypi look like playoff contenders here. 4-0 in the bottom of the third. First pitch is a ball. Second pitch is that curveball, and it's going to get through the gap too, Pete. And they're getting another run. It's 5-0 Platypi. And it doesn't look like Wayward's kind of a day.
63.
Nope.
Linda Hand comes to the plate. She's a little tense. Wayward throwing her 40th pitch. Inside corner, misses. Ball 1. 1-0 count. The good thing is that there's not a lot of speed at first base. Fools are there. She tips it off foul, 1 apiece. That one's popped up to right center field. It's going to be fouled. Going for it. Oh, come on. Somebody catch a stinking ball. Criminy. Finally gets the strikeout. Third out. But boy, the fielding and the hitting, Pete.
Yeah, I mean, you don't like to see that going into the playoffs. Top of the fourth, Elroy action. Kasha Emmett and Dick Berger. Tubrick's thrown 24 pitches going into the fourth inning. That's not good.
It's unacceptable, right?
23. The second
Elroy action's 0 for 1, hitting 290. He's got 2 home runs and 4 RBIs.
He just needs to get on base here. Takes the first pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. There you go. Elroy action. Hits that one deep to center field. Doesn't be caught at the warning track by Willie Bacon. 1 down.
Number 39.
Kasha Emmett steps in. She's 0 for 1, hitting 327. Base is empty. 1 out, top of the fourth. That's outside. Ball 1. That's in there for a called strike. 1-1. Swing. Fouled off out of play along the third baseline. Inside. 2-2. Even count. Smacked into left field for a clean single. Kasha Emmett standing at first base. We got a base runner, Tommy.
Hey, Pete. It's that easy. All right. So now she shows Dick Berger what he can do. He's 1 for 1 with the single, though. So Dick Berger can just keep on doing what he's doing. First pitch in there, he hits that, but it goes straight to the second baseman, and they're going to get 2. 1-2, double play, and they're done.
Chase Tibules, Doobie Tubrick, and Kitty Kaufman all 0 for the day. Tibule with a strikeout. Carrie Wayward's thrown 43 pitches. She's got 2 strikeouts, given 7 hits. Her ERA is up to 9.39. Tibule's 0 for 1, but he's hitting 222 on the season. First pitch, fooled. Elroy action, calling everybody off. Second baseman makes the play. 1 out. Stubby Tubrick, the pitcher, 0 for 1, hitting 125. Wayward was able to go and strike him out last time. He fouls that one off out of play along the first baseline, so it's 0-1. Swing, slow roller to Kasha Emmett, and the shortstop. She runs in on it, makes the throw, but Rhonda Horn chooses that moment to make her first error at first base, and she dropped the ball. So Tubrick reaches, I think, more on a E3. Up fly ball into right field, and the throw back to first to keep Tubrick on. 2 outs.
Now batting, number
Charlie Lopez, 2 for 2 with a double and a single. He's hitting 3 home run. He's hitting 300. I'm sorry. He's got 1 home run. Lopez is the shortstop. Swing, fouls that off along the first baseline, out of play. 0-1, 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. That one's inside, evens up the count, 1-1. Platypi with a 5-0 lead over our Overdogs. Smack!
Yes, good grab. Second. Oh, but that's okay. He goes to Elroy action at second base. A nice diving grab. Throws over to first. Ends that side.
That's right. Coming up, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, Samuel Perez, Marsha Brown, Rhonda Horn, all 0 for the day. Tubrick's thrown 32 pitches going into the 5th inning. He's given up 2 hits. His ERA's down to a 5.23.
Number 12.
Perez is 0 for 1, hitting 188. Let's get something going here, Overdoggies.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss. Perez out in front of that one, 0-1. Allen's in there for a called strike, 0-2. Swing and fouled off along the third baseline. Stays alive. Swing, another one. Fouled off along the third baseline. Third baseman's giving chase. Cannot make the grab. He dove. But no good. 1-2. That one comes in high and outside. That popped up on the infield. Tubrick's calling everybody off. Makes the catch to retire the first batter, Samuel Perez.
Well, he tried. Marsha Brown over 1, hitting 311. Good thing there. Brown's a great power hitter, great contact hitter. He tags that one into right field, and it's going to land in there for a single. Williams holds her up, and then the Dogs finally get some offense here, Pete.
There we go.
They got to string them together.
Number 20.
That's right. Rhonda Horn's feeling tense after that error, but she's hitting 439. We need that bat. That one's outside. Ball 1. Tasha Ammon, safe, steals the base. We got a runner at second, 1 out. Count is 2-1. That one's in the gap, into right field, and everybody's going to hold up. So we got runners at first and third with 1 out. Guy Gold stepping into play.
Finally putting some offense together. Gold's over 1, but he's hitting 462, and he's locked in. He's a good power hitter, but a great contactor. He tags that one, Pete. It's going deep to right field. It's back near the wall. It's out of here! 3-run homer. Guy Gold shows why he's fought back into the lineup. 369 feet, barely cleared the wall. It's his second home run and 5th RBI of the season. And what great timing. He makes this a game now. Pete is 5-3.
Yes, sir. Victorino's on fire and feeling fit. She's stepping in. She's 0 for 1 on the day. But she is a consistent hitter. Tubrick brings that one in for a called strike. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Victorino in the hole, 0-2. That one's outside. 1-2. Fouled off along the third base line. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 outs. Tubrick gives one up and takes one back. Terry Wayward stepping in.
She's 0 for 1.
0 for 1.
Hitting 100 on the season. Wayward just has to get on base, though. She hits that one to a good spot, but Kaufman, the second baseman, runs over, grabs it for the 3rd out. We finally got a score here, Pete.
Yeah, we do. We cut the lead. It's 5-3 Platypi. Beefcake McStevens, who's 2 for 2 with a home run and a double. Muffin Studwick, who's 1 for 2 with a double. And Willie Bacon, who's 1 for 2. Taking the plate.
So they got to put away these 3 batters if they want to stay in it. Beefcake McStevens, you heard the man. He's on fire. He's a power, contact, everything. He crushes that one to the left side, and it's going to be thrown out at first. Boy, she took a second there. Almost trying to give him a chance. Muffin Studwick.
Nice.
Okay. Muffin Studwick, 1 for 2 with a double. Great contact hitter. He's locked in. That one fools him, but it's going to get to center field. Oh, no! No! She dove in and it went over her head. He's running for 3rd. And he's going to get a triple, Pete. She dove in to make that catch, and the ball went over her head.
Okay. Man at 3rd, 1 out.
Willie Bacon, 1 for 2 with a single. He's a good contact hitter. Just got to be careful. That one he pushes left foul, 0-1. She's heading the count. 1 out, bottom of the 5th. That one's inside, 1 apiece. 5-3 Platypi. Comes the pitch. That one's crushed to the left field side, foul. The infield's going to guard the lines here for Bacon. That curve comes in there and strikes him out, and he has a couple of words for the ump, Pete. 2 down, 1 to go.
Number 29, the right fielder.
Hera.
Wigliam, she's 1 for 1. She's a real good contact hitter. She's locked in. Takes the first pitch in. It looks like the slider. Inside corner misses. 1-0 the count. They just need one more run here. Playing her at that inside corner. Missed again. 2-0. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. There's a pitch she swings at, and they're going to get her at first base. Goes straight to Guy Gold. For the 3rd out, Pete, she gets out of it.
All right. That's what I like. Coming up in the top of the 6th, Elroy Action was 0 for 2. Kasha Emmon, Dick Berger, both 1 for 2. Tubrick is up to 50 pitches. He's got 1 strikeout, going up 5 hits. His ERA's at 6.23.
Number 23.
Action's 0 for 2 today.
And 286.
First pitch is in there for a called strike. Strike 1. All right. Ball 1. 1-1. It's in there for a called strike. Strike 2. Elroy Action reaches out, hits it into foul territory. No one can get there. 1-2. Smash up the middle. Second baseman ranges over, makes the play, throws him out at first base.
Number 39.
1 out.
Kasha Emmon comes up. She's locked in. She's 1 for 2 with a single for in the game. Emmon shows she could do it here. Takes the first pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Strike 1. 0-1 the count. Tubeck makes an adjustment, but throws the pitch, but it's a line drive to Muffin Stubrick, who's going to run it down for the 2nd out. 2 down.
Now batting, number 11.
Dick Berger, he's 1 for 2 with a single in 2:14. He's got 2 RBIs on the season. 2 quick outs, top of the 6th. That one's high, ball 1. That one's high outside, ball 2. Swing and a miss, strike 1, 2-1. Fouled off along the 3rd baseline.
Oh, crap.
Count. 2-2.
Oh, I had a glitch.
Glitch.
And when
Berger was out in front of that one.
when it unlocked, all of a sudden the ball was coming in.
Linda Hand, Chase DeBuell, and Stubby Tubrick coming up. Going to face off against Wayward, who's thrown 59 pitches.
Now batting,
Linda Hand
53, the left fielder.
is playing left field. She's tense. Tommy G is considering a substitution.
Now pitching, number 27.
Going to the bullpen early. We're bringing out David Diggler for Gary Wayward. Diggler's got a 4-seam fastball, a 2-seam fastball, and a slider. First pitch is in there for a strike. Strike 1. It's in there for another swing and a miss. Strike 2. 0-2. Linda Hand is in the hole early. Fouls that one off. Out of play. 0-2 still. Linda Hand's got second life here, left field. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. David Diggler rings up the first batter he faces. Chase DeBuell, the catcher. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Neutral. Not natural. Neutral. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Feel neutral about that. Yeah. There's a shot to third baseman. Berger picks it up, makes the throw around the horn to retire. Chase DeBuell.
53, the pitcher.
Stubby Tubrick, number 53. He's going to get yanked. He's getting pulled for pinch hitter Kerry Cartman. Kerry Cartman has less than average power. He's a relatively good contact hitter, but he's got a lot of speed. So if he gets on base, he can do some damage. Acid reflux popcorn. Get it now on the concourse. The 6th pitch by Diggler. That one was inside. Ball 1. Fiber ahoy. Breakfast in. Breakfast out. That one's a little low. Ball 2. 2-0. Just spend money. That's all we're saying. A shot into center field. Victorino picks it up, makes the throw in quickly. to hold the pinch hitter to first base. Kitty Kaufman, the leadoff hitter, is back up, and she's 0 for 3 on the day. She's locked in and juiced. She can do damage if she gets a chance. A lot of speed at first base. That one's in there for a called strike. Strike one. Popped it up into center field. Victorino's underneath it, calls everybody off, makes the catch to retire the side, 3 out. Harry Cartman, who came in and got the single, is going to get yanked for Gemma Yago, a relief pitcher. She is rattled.
Yeah.
This is a interesting move here.
This is.
Yago is rattled. Her junk is suffering. So she's got no junk, very little velocity, and she struggles with accuracy. And she doesn't have a lot of stamina. She's got a 4-seam fastball, a cut fastball, and a curveball. She's going to take a look at Samuel Perez, Marsha Brown, and Rhonda Horn.
This looks like an opportunity, Pete.
Yes, it does. Yago's got an ERA of 4.08. Samuel Perez is 0 for 2 on the day. Marsha Brown and Rhonda Horn have 1 for 2.
12, the catcher.
Perez takes the first pitch and pushes it to left field. It's going to be a line fly ball. First out.
One out. Marsha Brown 1 for 2 with a single. She's hitting .323. She is neutral and juiced. And there's a shot. That is going, gone. Home run for Marsha. Is that Marsha Brown?
It is. Wow.
469 feet. That's her 11th RBI of the season. And the Overdogs have come back and are within 1
They are.
of the Platypi.
And Rhonda Horn comes up. She's 1 for 2 with a single. Horn doing well. And Horn takes that one deep to left center field. It's going back, Pete. Back. And it's out of here. Back-to-back home runs. That one to center field. Another bomb. The big ladies hit at 435. Rhonda Horn's 4th home run and 11th RBI of the season. And this game is tied, Pete. They kept it together.
They did. They made it a game. Guy Gold, 1 for 2 with a home run, 3 RBIs. That means the... Jimmy Yago's getting pulled, which you kind of figured. Chance Lauderberry is going to come in for Yago. He does not have a whole lot of velocity. He does not have a whole lot of junk, and he has less than average accuracy. But he's got a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and a changeup. I think I can see why the Platypi are not in the playoff hunt.
I got to question management's idea of putting her in there. Woo!
Fouled off, out of play.
Oh.
Tapped back to the pitcher who picks it up, makes the throw to first to retire Guy Gold.
Number 28, the center fielder.
I bet Victorino 0 for 2, but she's hitting .415. And with this new, almost like a sidearm delivery from Lauderberry there, he's got an interesting release. Fools her on that one. She swings and misses 1 apiece. Reaches for that one, pulls it foul. He's ahead in the count 1-2. Medium pressure situation. That one she pops up behind the plate, and it looks like it's going to be caught by the catcher, Tabule, who ends the side.
That was not a good at bat. But Charlie Lopez, bottom of the 7th. Charlie Lopez 2 for 3 with a double. Beefcake McStevens 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. And Muffin Studwick 2 for 3 with a triple and a double. Going to face off against Diggler for the first time. Diggler's throwing 11 pitches. He's got 1 strikeout.
It's time for Diggler to put a few of these guys away here and humble them. 2 for 3 is Charlie Lopez, the shortstop. He's a great contact hitter. First pitch is in there. It's a slow roller over to Dick Berger, who's going to throw him out at first for 1 pitch, 1 out. I like the look so far, Pete.
Me too.
Beefcake McStevens, definitely a dangerous hitter all the time. And Diggler's got to be careful throwing to him. Throws the first one on the inside corner there. The outfield's going to play deep for Beefcake here. Chances are, if he does hit it, it's going to go a ways back. Second one, fools him on the inside corner there. 1 apiece. Getting ready to throw his 15th pitch. Gets the signal from Perez. Both the catcher and the ump chewing gum back there. He anticipates that one and goes deep to left field, Pete. And it's out of here, off the window. Another home run by the Platypi. That was the pitch he was looking for, and he had a line drive home run, 414 feet. It's his 4th home run and 13th RBI of the season, his 2nd home run of the night.
Dag. Nabbit.
And here comes Muffin Studwick, 2 for 3 with a triple and a double. A triple-double. That's on the inside corner. It's going to center field. Underneath it is Victorino, who's going to pull it in for the second out. 2 down.
Now batting, number 28, the center fielder.
Willie Bacon's 1 for 3 with a single. He's a little bit tense, though. Digler's got to get his mojo back here. Delivers in that first pitch. It arcs outside and misses. 1-0 the count. Still medium pressure situation. That one's inside. He pushes it foul. 1 apiece. Bottom of the 7th. 6-5 now. Platypi. Another one on the inside corner. He doesn't go for it this time. 2-1 the count. That one has hit a slow roller back right in front of the plate. And they're going to get him out at first base and the side.
But we give up one. So Platypi take the lead again, 6-5. They've out-hit our Overdogs 10-7. Overdogs with 1 error. Coming up in the top of the 8th, David Digler, Elroy Action, and Kasha Emmon.
Now batting, number 27.
Digler's got no batting average this year. It'll be his first time at bat, I think. Lauderberry's thrown 6 pitches. That one popped up just behind the plate. Catcher makes the catch to Buell for the first out.
1 pitch, 1 out. Elroy Action 0 for 3. 0 for 3 on the day. First pitch in there for a ball. No one would swing at that. 1 apiece. Or 1 out. That one he tags hard to left field, but it's not quite far enough to be out, is it? It's going deep. They're running back. It's off the wall. Oh, come on. He's got to run back. He's got to run back. He wasn't ready. Doggone it, Pete. He wasn't ready, and he didn't make it around. And now he's hit first.
Number 39.
Shaman's 1 for 3 with a single, hitting .333 on the season. Oh, foul ball. Oh,
that was the pitch out. Yeah.
Second. Yeah.
Look at him.
Shot foul along the first base line. 1 and 2. That one's inside. Brushed Kashaman off. 2 and 2. Swing foul off. 2 and 2. 2 outs.
Oh, come on.
Oh, strike 3. Oh no. Hera O'Wigliams, 1 for 2. Linda Hand, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Chase Tabule, 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Digler throwing 20 pitches. He's got a strikeout, giving up 2 hits. His ERA is at 3.14. As we move into the bottom of the 8th, Hera O'Wigliams, 1 for 2 with a single. Bottom of the 8th, Platypi with a 1-run lead over the Overdogs. All right, the pop up into right field that was handled easily for the first out. Things are happening so quickly now. Linda Hand is tense and fit. 1 out. Digler's first offering is a strike. 0-1. That one's a little outside. 1-1. Digler's at 23 pitches, feeling neutral. Popped up. Elroy Action's able to range out into shallow center field to make the catch for 2 outs. Chase Tabule, the catcher. He's 0 for the day with a strikeout facing off against Digler. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 0-1. 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Tabule in the hole quickly. 0-2. And there's a ground ball to Elroy Action, who struggles to pick it up. Oh, just errors all over the place. Elroy Action kicks the ball, finally gets a hold of it, and then throws it to Rhonda Horn, who drops the ball. So Chase Tabule reaches, but that is by no stretch of the imagination a hit. That was the ugliest play I've ever seen. Chance Lauderberry, the relief pitcher, is going to be pulled for the pinch hitter Stu Burko. Stu Burko has better than average power. He's a connect. He has the ability to connect, but he does not have a lot of speed. I was really hoping we get Lauderberry for at least 1 more inning. First pitch.
Oh, a diving jump, and they get him at first. Great job there at third base.
Okay, pinch hitter Stu Burko is going to get yanked for Walt Huckster. Walt Huckster is locked in and juiced. Oh, geez, I didn't want to see this. He is his velocity, junk, and accuracy are better than he's performed in his entire career. He is at the top of his game. He's got a four-seam fastball, a curveball, and a changeup.
And the Overdogs are going to need another run.
They do. They need at least one to keep this going. It's the top of the ninth. Dick Berger, Samuel Perez, and Marsha Brown are going to be coming up. Huckster's got a 2.00 ERA. We need a base runner.
Number 11, the third baseman.
Dick Berger comes up 1 for 3 with a single. He's juiced. Takes the first pitch on the outside corner. Ball 1. Medium pressure situation. He tags that one. Hard to right center field. It's going deep, Pete. It's going back and back and back. And it's caught at the warning track. Oh.
Number 12, the catcher.
Thought that was it. Samuel Perez is 0 for the day. And we may see a pinch hitter here for Samuel Perez.
Now batting.
Samuel Perez will be replaced by Anton Goodwood. Anton Goodwood coming up in off of the bench. He's feeling neutral and well. He's got better than average power, better than average connection, and he's got pretty good speed. So all we need is a base runner. That one's low for a called ball. Swing and shot into center field.
Oh.
Looks like we got our base runner. A single.
Now batting, number 49, the right
Marsha
fielder.
Brown's 2 for 3 with a home run, a single, and an RBI. That's exactly what we want to see there. Takes the first pitch on the outside corner, ball 1. There goes Goodwood. He's sliding in and he's out. Oh, he did not get the jump he needed, and that hurts. But she hits it in the center field, and she's going to get on base and keep them in this, Pete. They're going to need this run with 2 outs.
Now batting, number
Rhonda Horn, 2 for 3 with a home run, a single, and an RBI. She's hitting .458. This is who you want in there.
Oh, and she swings.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Oh, no.
No. Oh, a poorly timed run.
Oh.
2 outs in that inning from getting caught stealing.
Well, folks, the Overdogs are whimpering. Can't keep losing games to teams you should be beating. We just can't keep doing this.
Yeah,
Platypi beat us 6-5.
Again, it looked like there was more gaffes in the field than I was comfortable with, and not the best base running on occasions. And they got some offense here. Like I said, they got 10 runs, 10 hits, 5 runs, but it wasn't enough to make up for their inefficiency. And then they also give up a 3-run bottom of the first, which really kind of set the pace for the whole game, and they just couldn't get back from it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I mean, we did kind of picked up the same offense that we had against the Arctics. I mean, you're hitting the ball, but you're not hitting it well. You're not hitting it. It wasn't really until the 5th when we started picking up some home runs that it seemed like we were starting to hit again. But the first 4 innings, we were just 3 up, 3 down, 3 up, 3 down, 3 up, 3 down.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, we got to finally get a base runner, and they're getting thrown out trying to steal, and it's just like, ugh,
yeah,
geez.
and the 3 teams they had to face, this was the team they really should have beat. Now they make it really tough on themselves going into these last 2 games. But sticking with this game for a second here, the Dogs had 2 subs. With Goodwood comes in, goes 1 for 1. And Diggler comes in later in the game and does some pitching. But other than that, we got 1 for 4, 1 for, that's okay. 0 for 3 Perez again. 0 for 3 Victorino.
That's kind of strange for Victorino. Perez though, he's a bust. I don't think he's hit well at all season.
Yeah, but then you look over at the Platypi there. Most of their hits came early in the lineup. They got Lopez, McStevens, Studwick, Bacon.
Yeah, they were front loaded.
Yeah,
that's for sure. Front loaded. We tied it up, and then we gave up that 1 solo home run, and that shouldn't have been enough to beat us. But like we had when they pulled Lauderberry, I kind of got that knot in the pit of my stomach because I thought we could definitely get to Lauderberry if we had a chance.
Well, Wayward starts the game. He throws 5 innings, gets 8 hits off him, 5 earned runs. Off her. 8 hits, 5 earned runs. She threw 3 strikeouts and got one of those was a dinger, but it was a 3-runner. Her ERA now rests at 8.31. But Digler comes in and gets the loss after throwing 3 innings. He gets 2 hits off him, 1 earned run, throws 1 strikeout, and gets a home run off him as well. He's got a 2.93 now. He's 1-1 on the season.
Yep. And the 3 stars of the game, the first star is Platypi's Beefcake Mick Stevens. He was 3 for 4, hit 2 home runs, a double, had 4 RBIs, and he himself scored 3 runs.
That was a situation maybe they could have started pitching around Beefcake McStevens after that first runner. You never know.
Yeah.
It just the stars were aligned for him tonight, and he was just lighting it up. He was a one-man show. He's followed closely by a couple of dogs. Second star of the game, Marsha Brown. Again, they started coming together after the halfway mark. She was 3 for 4 with a home run, an RBI, 2 runs, and a stolen base as well.
Yeah, and then finishing out the top, the 3 stars of the game is Guy Gold. 1 for 3. He hit a home run, had 3 RBIs, and scored a run. So he did his best.
He did. Pretty close there. There's more you than me. That makes sense. 6 hits. You got 2 home runs. Nicely done, son.
Thank you. I haven't been hitting well all season, so
finally got it coming together.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm at some point, because I do the end of the year stats and stuff like that, I'll have to go back and take a look. But I'm telling you, I think the amount of home runs I'm in single digits. I don't think I've gotten to double digits this year.
Well, before we talk about the situation, we can tell you right now the division standings. Rest of the Overdogs.
No, I want to talk about the situation right now.
We got 6 games to call here. The first, after this, the Platypi hit the roll against the Bee-Wolves. So, Pete, why don't you call that one first?
All right, the Platypi and the Bee-Wolves. Platypi jump out to a 9-10-0 lead, and they're able to hold on 11-3.
Newfound confidence. Birders and the Sawteeth. The Sawteeth win at 4-2.
Sawteeth and the Wild Pigs, and the Wild Pigs look like they'll hold on to win 5-8.
Pigs then go up against the Blowfish, and it's all Blowfish, 6-1.
The Buzzards and the Nemesis. The Buzzards out to a 6-4 lead, and they take it.
Buzzards and the Crocs. This is a close one, and the Crocs pull it off, Pete, 5-4. That doesn't bode well for the Overdogs. And at the end of that, sir, looking at this, I'm going to go from the upper left. I'm going to start away from us here. We got the Super Conference, the Beast Division. The Freebooters are in first place of that again this season, 10-5. With a 31 run differential. They're followed 2 games back by the Gold Coats.
Way to go, guys. And in the Boss Division, the Sirloins are sitting atop the Boss Division with a record of 11-5 with a plus 31 run differential, much like the Freebooters. And right behind them are the Blowfish at 10-7. They're a game and a half back, but their run differential is a plus 35.
And then you go up in the back to the Mega Conference here, the Epic Division across from us. The Water Bolts, of course, winning the whole thing. They only have a 25 run differential, but they're 12-3 with a 0.8%. 2 of those losses are to our dogs. They're followed 5 games back is the Wide Loads, who are 7-8, and that's who we're gonna see coming up here soon. Pete, what about the Monster Division?
Down in the Monster Division, the Buzzards have a firm hold of first place at 10-7, with the Crocodons a half game behind at 9-7, and of course our Overdogs sitting in third place at 8-8, playing 500 on the season, and we are deadlocked with the Arctics at a game and a half out of first.
Well, let's see here. If I got to go to the season standings, and we're gonna go to the wild cards. Right now, the Overdogs have the wild card spot. It looks like the Sirloins and Freebooters, if it ended today, and then the Blowfish and the Gold Coats, the Water Bolts would play the Buzzards, and the Crocodons and Overdogs. And the Overdogs would only tip the Arctics because of their run differential.
Yeah, because the Arctics have beaten us twice this season.
But two of the teams that the Overdogs are going to face next. I think the Wide Loads are only a half game out of it, right? And the Nemesis is it? No.
We play the Crocodons are our next game.
Yeah.
And then the game after that, the final game of the season is against the Wide Loads.
These are as big as you're going to get. Now the Crocodons, even though they're first place, they're 9-7. The Overdogs are 8-8. So a win from the Overdogs, they have the exact same record. It's a close matchup, but the Dogs got to turn things around here, Pete, pretty quickly. 2 games left in the season, both on the road in the Crocodons building. They're going up against Jay Pulo, and then they're going to close it out with Kim facing Close at the Wide Loads, and it's a toss-up, man.
It certainly is, and that's the thing is the amount of shifting that's going to go on between in weeks 17 and 18, depending on wins and losses. The shifting is going to be seismic. This is every game, every game counts, and is going to mean something big as far as the playoff race goes. Like Tommy pointed out, we're locked up with the Arctics. Yeah. And the Crocodons are a game ahead of us. So if we can pull up and tie with them, and if the Arctics keep playing the way they are, I mean, we're still talking about 3 teams fighting for 2 spots. So this is exciting baseball.
Yeah,
unfortunately, these Overdogs have got to start winning.
I know. I don't know what to think of it, because last season they were tied, a 4-way tie for worst record in the league. This is a big improvement. But at this point in the season, going through 16 of 18 games, they're playing 500. You wouldn't think a team with a 500 record has a shot at the playoffs, but they do. So that's the good part. They do have that shot at the playoffs. The bad news is they really got to turn it up here. If they don't, they're done. And if they do, you got to hope they don't use too much gas by the time the playoffs start.
Yeah, I don't, like I said, I think we go into Crocodons, we're going to have to go back to the default lineup, because we're going to need everybody playing as well as they can if we, hopefully, the plan is to be in the playoffs. But I haven't seen anything offensively out of anybody. We're hitting the ball right to the defense. I think whereas in the first half of the season, we were making pitchers pitch. Mm-hmm. And now it seems like we're getting antsy at the plate and we're swinging. And again, there's like 3 up, 3 down, and the guy's throwing like 5 pitches, 6 pitches. And you're like, well, this guy's going to be able to say, just coast to the 9th inning if we don't start making him throw pitches.
Well,
I'm looking at our schedule, and I think we've won, one, maybe 2 games in the second half of the season?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say earlier, it didn't make a difference today. Last time the Dogs played the Platypi, they won 9-1. Then the Platypi won this one 6-5. Last time we played the Crocodons, we won 13-6. So.
But that was before. Was before. Well, we got Larry LaJoy going against the Crocodons. So, I think that moves it into our favor. But we're going to have to really dust off the offense and start getting back to being offensive. We got to be an offensive team. We got to be. Everybody quit bathing. We're going to be as offensive as we can be when we get there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the last 6 games, the Dogs have won 1 out of the last 6 games. They lost 6-4, lost 1-0, lost 8-6. They won 8-5 against the Water Bullets of all teams. Lost 7-5, lost 6-5.
Yeah. That second half, starting at number 9 just looks ugly. Larry LaJoy lost. Was that the last game? No, that had to be. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So he would have pitched the 14th game, the 14th game against the Buzzards or the Water Bullets. Do you remember which one? No, it wasn't 14 because that's Chasey Kim.
Yeah.
But that's So LaJoy started against the Buzzards, and we lost that one 8-6. The loss going to Ramon.
Aye.
Yeah, we're going to have to regroup and get this thing back on track, because it's going to get away from us pretty quick here.
Well, we won't dwell on it too long there. We'll sign out now, and we'll catch you at the next game as we roll on. Until then, this is Tommy G.
And PJ. And we're saying, get out of here.
Good night.